Welcome back to MedMind. At which level does the spinal cord transition into the brain? Foramen magnum. Which part of the spinal cord has no nervous tissue? External phylum terminale. How many pairs of spinal nerves originate from the spinal cord? 31 pairs. Which of the following is not one of the three meninges surrounding the spinal cord? Subarachnoid space. What is the tapered lower end of the spinal cord called? Conus medullaris. Which of the following structures is considered a remnant of the embryonic spinal cord? Phylum terminale. The spinal cord's central canal is a remnant of what structure? Neural tube. Where does the posterior median sulcus of the spinal cord lead? Dorsal surface of gray matter. What is the main function of the anterior radices, roots, of the spinal nerves? Motor output. Where is the spinal cord situated? Vertebral column. How long is the internal part of the phylum terminale? (15 centimeters). What does the external part of the phylum terminale represent? Prolongation of the meninges. Which two enlargements, thickenings, does the spinal cord have? Cervical and lumbosacral. How many segments does the spinal cord have in total? (31 segments). What is the structure that allows motor radices to leave the spinal cord? Anterolateral sulcus. The central canal is lined with which type of cell? Ependymocytes. Which structure carries sensory information to the spinal cord? Posterior radix. Which of the following describes the intumescentia cervicalis? Thickening in the cervical region. What is the spinal ganglion composed of? Pseudo-unipolar neuron bodies. Which segment of the spinal cord corresponds to the 10th and 11th thoracic vertebrae? Thoracic segment. Where does the gray substance lie in the spinal cord? In the central section. Which ventricle connects to the upper end of the spinal cord's central canal? Fourth ventricle. Which spinal cord segment typically aligns with the same number vertebra? Thoracic segments. What substance surrounds the central canal? Gray matter. How many cervical segments are there in the spinal cord? 8 cervical segments. Where do the lower lumbar and sacral segments reside relative to the vertebrae? T12 and L1. The spinal cord extends from the foramen magnum to which vertebra? L2 vertebrae. The mass of the spinal cord is approximately what percentage of the cerebrum mass? Which layer of meninges is the outermost covering of the spinal cord? Dura mater. The cervical enlargement of the spinal cord contains nerve processes that go to which body part? Upper extremities. The spinal cord's length in males is approximately 41 to 42 centimeters. Which of the following structures contains cerebrospinal fluid? Central canal. The lumbar enlargement of the spinal cord contains nerves supplying which area? Lower limbs. The spinal cord is slightly flattened in which direction? Anteroposteriorly. The posterior median septum runs through which part of the spinal cord? White matter. The filum terminale connects to the spinal canal at which vertebral level? S2. The term cauda equina refers to a continuation of spinal nerve roots. How many thoracic segments are present in the spinal cord? 12 thoracic segments. The posterior radices of the spinal nerves are primarily sensory. Which structure of the spinal cord supplies motor function to the body? Comment your answer.